before I go into the talking about the impeachment, no. Maganda yung narinig natin si isang congressman, Congressman Pumaren, na gumagalaw pa rin ang Kongreso on issues because monitor while all of us are monitoring the impeachment, sumasabay po ang mga troll armies. The troll armies that are trying to destroy the institutions. Kagaya nga ng maganda nga yung sinabi na urgent measures of the administration are being addressed. Concerns of our ordinary citizens, kagaya nung presyo ng gasolina, yung jeepney modernization, yung issue ng excise tax, no? Tinatalakay pa rin sa Congress. So, yung mga sinasabi po ng trolls, mag-ingat tayo because ang sinasabi nila, wala namang ginagawa ang gobyerno. Yun ang narrative. Sinasayang lang ang pera ng taong bayan sa impeachment process na yun na lang ang ginagawa sa House. So we should be very careful about social media, lalo na po. Ang kaibahan po ng impeachment process ng 20th Congress and the earlier impeachment complaints, kagaya ng kay President Erap, no? At saka si Chief Justice Corona, napakaliit ng social media noon. Wala pang, in other words, there was no counter-narrative to what was going on. Ngayon, ang kalaban po natin, fake news, distorted news, misinformation, and a counter-narrative to what is the truth. I'm not only speaking as a lawyer, no. I'm speaking as a mother, as an ordinary citizen, na talagang sinusundan, ano ba talaga ang nangyayari dito? Ano ba talaga ang issue dito? Ito ba ay political harassment? Ito ba ay political persecution? Is this about the 2028 elections? Sa palagay ko, sa nakikita natin, genuine na, talagang interesado na ang mamamayang Pilipino kasi nakikita nila on live TV, lalong-lalo na pag nagsasalita itong kumpanyerong Congressman Terry Ridon na napakalinaw ang pag-explain on TV, no, na naiintindihan ng tao. It's not a matter of opinion, it's a matter of public figures, government official figures from government agencies that don't lie. Napakita nga ni Kong Terry, yung flow ng funds, inflow, outflow, kung ano yung balanse, na naiintindihan ng tao. Ako mahina ako sa arithmetic, no? Pero alam ko yung addition, subtraction, at alam ko yung kung may remainder ang pera. At may remainder ang pera na nakita ng taong bayan. May remainder ang pera na na hindi na-reflect sa bank account. So, yun po ang dapat sundan natin lahat. Tatawid na po siguro to sa Senate because Tito Sen, Senate President himself has said, if the impeachment articles are endorsed, are transmitted to the Senate the next day, he will create an impeachment court. Ang maliit na mensahe ko lang po, binasa ko po yung rules ng Senate House on the Senate rules on impeachment. At dalawa po ang nakita kong napaka-importante. Yung issue ng klarong-klaro po sa Senate rules, the issue of political neutrality. Nakalagay po sa Senate rules on impeachment that the senator judges must be politically neutral. Number one. Number two, nakita ko rin na meron silang oath. Bago sila, hindi ba ang judge, bago maging judge, nag-oath sila, no? At sa oath ng mga senators na magiging senator judges, nakalagay doon na they have to follow the law and they have to follow the Constitution. So, wala rin talaga dapat bahid to ng politika. Lalong-lalo na nandito si Kajimi na in-announce na sa isang kapihan na narinig ko po, meron daw atang People's Court. Kayong taong bayan, tignan natin yung political neutrality ng mga Senate judges. Because half of them have already, not half of them, yung mga kapartido ni Vice President Sara Duterte have already announced their vote. In-announce na nila yung vote nila bago pa man makita ang ebidensya. So, tayong taong bayan, pinapakinggan natin, sinusundan natin yung House, mas sundan po natin ang Senado. Kasi sa House of Representatives, probable cause lang yan. At tatawid na yan, ano, kung merong 1/3 vote. Pero sa Senate, conviction. Anong ibig sabihin? Before I leave in a few minutes, Tatlo po ang klase ng kaso, no. Meron tayong tinatawag na criminal case, meron tinatawag na civil case, at meron ring administrative case. But on top of that, meron pang pang-apat yung tinatawag na impeachment case. Anong kaibahan? Itong impeachment case, ang sinasabi sa jurisprudence, sui generis, it is a class of its own. Huwag nating isipin criminal case, no? Ang criminal case po, yun ang final ni Senator Trillanes sa Sandigan. A criminal case for plunder. What is the difference? Pag na-convict ang Vice President, imprisonment yan. May imprisonment ba sa impeachment? Wala pong imprisonment sa impeachment. Sa criminal case for plunder, pag tumuloy yan, meron rin penalty ng permanent disqualification to run for public office. Meron bang ganon sa impeachment? Ang sagot ay oo. Because apart from removal from her, if she is convicted, no, by 2/3 vote of the Senate, she will be removed as sitting Vice President. But may second penalty. She cannot perpetual disqualification. So disqualified siya sa 2028. Ang tanong, magre-resign yan. Kasi sa nakita niyang ebidensya, napakalakas, magre-resign yan. Matutuloy pa ba ang impeachment case na yan? Ang sagot po ay oo. The impeachment case will continue, the trial will continue in the Senate because there is a second penalty apart from removal from public office, or if she is sitting because she's a sitting Vice President. Ang second penalty dyan, permanent disqualification. So mag-resign man siya, itutuloy po natin ito. Gagawin, yung second kind of case is civil case. Pag na-convict ba siya dito sa impeachment court, kailangan niya is solely yung 6.77 billion, hindi po. Kasi hindi po yan penalty sa impeachment court. Yun lang po. And lastly is administrative. Pwede siyang kasuhan rin ng administrative case because public office is a public trust and she is a government official. So yun lang po ang mensahe ko sa atin lahat.
Tanong lang po para sa
Yes.
inyo po. So, for us non-lawyers, para pong ang mensahe ninyo sa company VP Sara, huwag kayong pakasiguro kahit hindi makakuha ng sapat na boto sa impeachment. Ang mas matinding mensahe, ang lumabas at nakuha ang mga ebidensya sa ginawang pagdinig ng House Justice Committee ay pwedeng magpakulong sa kanya sa ilalim ng kasong plunder.
Tama po yun, no? Even if she's not convicted in the Senate impeachment court, she may, because sa lakas ng ebidensya, maalala natin, nung ginawang witness ng House Committee on Justice, si Senator Trillanes, under the questioning of Senator Laila, random accounts lang, no? Random accounts sa kinumpira, yung mga ina-annex ni Senator Trillanes sa affidavit niya, nag-random choosing lang ang Congresswoman Laila ng 19 accounts. Yung 19 accounts po na yan na naka-annex kay Senator Trillanes, complaint sa ombudsman, to the last centavo, matching yung figures sa affidavit niya sa report ng AMLA. So, at hindi, sabi nila na-vindicate, hindi po. Na-vindicate daw si Senator Trillanes. I think the right word is na-confirm. Na-confirm yung matagal na niyang sinasabi na totoo.
Ma'am, sa bansang hindi magkasundo kung anong meaning ng forthwith, maaaring tumagal ang pagdinig sa ang trial sa Senado. Pwede po bang isabay yung kaso ng plunder ng ombudsman?
Yes po, pwedeng isabay. Hindi kasi yung impeachment case, pwedeng isabay lahat. Pwede magsabay ng criminal case. Pwedeng isabay kasi maalala natin pag nanood tayo, may disallowance ang COA ng kanyang ginamit daw for confidential funds. Nag-disallow ang COA dyan, nag-appeal sila, dinenay na rin yung disallowance. So, napakalaki ng amount na yan, ano? Pwedeng ipabalik yan, not in the impeachment case. Pwedeng ipabalik yung dinisallow na funds na ginamit sa DepEd in a civil case or in a forfeiture case.
At this point, yung Senate, merong majority, merong minority. Minority ata, 10 sila. Pero yung majority, 14. Kung sinasabi nyo na ang dapat lahat ng senators should be
Politically
neutral. Para may fear na yung minority would interject dun sa mga questionin nila yung ebidensya na ipapakita ng prosecution.
Ang
Hindi
maganda-
ba
yeah.
kailangan bang
Ang maganda po sa Senate rules on impeachment, kung in-approve to, because pagtatawid po itong complaint, articles of impeachment to the Senate, one of the first things that the Senate President should do, apart from convening them as an impeachment court, is to approve the Senate rules on impeachment. Hindi po natin alam kung maa-amend yan, pero sa existing Senate rules, ang nagdi-decide po ng mga questions is the presiding justice. Then that is the Senate President. So kung magkakaroon ng bullying or intervention na hindi naman tama, no, na or ginugulo ang proceedings sa Senate rules existing now, it is the Senate President sitting as the presiding judge that can say out of order ka. At kung nagdedebate sila, no, may rules rin on debate sa Senate. You cannot speak more than 2 minutes. Ha? Pag nag-question ka, hindi pwedeng more than 2 minutes. Pag nag-interpolate ka, no? So, there are internal rules sa Senate. Hindi kagaya sa, kasi more strict. Remember, the House Committee on Justice was not a court. It was a committee. Itong Senate impeachment will be a court. Kanya stricto sila sa application of the rules. At nakalagay pa doon, the rules of court will also apply. So, yung issue ng cross-examination, pwede bang mag-cross-examine na hindi naman related sa question, ano? Ay hindi po, kasi under the rules of court, it must be material and relevant sa direct examination, no? So, ang titignan natin is, even if they do have, pinag-aaralan nga namin mga sa legal circles, kasi sa ordinary courts po, pwedeng i-inhibit or i-disqualify ang mga judges kung may nakikita ang bias, no? Kung nakikita na hindi pwedeng impartial. Siguro dapat pag-aralan natin ang mga lawyers, attorney, pag-aralan natin kung pwedeng i-inhibit ang mga senator judges who have already voted even before seeing the evidence, no?
Ma'am, may tanong po ako doon. Again, pardon our innocence or ignorance. Hindi ho ba nasasaad sa saligang batas kung ilan ang botong kailangan para ma-convict sa impeachment ng isang impeachable official? Kung mag-i-inhibit yun, automatically, kawabasan siya sa pwedeng bumoto for conviction. Ano ba yung sabi ng logic? Kung gusto rin makita yung bigat ng katwiran, gawing exaggerated ang question.
Hyperbole.
Kung 12 po, kung 12 ang mag-inhibit at napag-inhibit, how on earth na mako-convict ang isang impeachable official?
Kung 12 mag-inhibit, sila na rin ang i-judge ng taong bayan. Those who do not look at the evidence, the senator judges who will vote according to their own biases without considering the evidence, sila na po ang i-judge ng taong bayan. Some of them will run for re-elections, some of them will run for higher office. You will be remembered in 2028 if you voted against the evidence, if you voted against the truth. Ang taong bayan po ang mag-judge sa inyo. To your question, sir, it is 2/3 of the entire Senate.
So, simple math, ma'am, ang kailangan 16.
16 po.
So, 24 sila kung, again, I will exaggerate, hyperbole. 12 ang napag-inhibit. So, 12 ang matitira. How on earth na mako-convict ngayon?
Eh, hindi na po mako-convict. Taong bayan na, magkaka-ed sa 4 na tayo siguro.